Linus Tech Tips coverage of CES 2014 is brought to you by NCIX.com, your source for great technology, selection, and service, along with Corsair Memory and Western Digital. We're here at the Audio Technica booth having a bit of a holy balls moment because they have finally figured out that gamers around the world are using their audiophile grade headphones for gaming, and they're kind of, I was being walked through the logical process here, and they're like, well, I guess it makes sense, because if you want to hear a bunch of details and clarity in the music, you probably need that in games as well, and that is absolutely correct. That is exactly why people are using audiophile grade headphones for gaming. Now, with that said, it's not always the most convenient way to do it, so they're like, okay, all right, fine. We're going to take this, we're going to embrace it, we're going to run with it, and we're going to make actual gaming headsets. So this is the ATH-ADG1 and the ATH-AG1. They're both quite similar, so they both feature their double air dampening system, which reduces the effect of external vibration on the sound that you're hearing. They both use their advanced engineering and manufacturing processes that are borrowed from the audiophile grade headphones, and then they're basically just going, okay, well, we can make that stuff, so let's put that in here. Let's put, 53 millimeter drivers. Let's make sure the impedance is appropriate at about 38 ohms, so you can run this off of your onboard sound. And then let's go ahead and take microphones, which we also happen to be quite good at, and let's tack them on. So let's start with, actually, we'll start with the closed back design. So the ATH-AG1 has a sort of matte black and gold aesthetic that should be quite appealing to gamers, but not off-putting for people who are a little bit more serious. They've also got their 3D wing support system, so that is, rather than having a full headband, I'm going to go ahead and model these for you guys. There we go. The mic's on listen mode. So anyway, so rather than having a full headband, it is meant to be no adjustments required. It just sits on your head and it should kind of float there. It's not my personal preference, but lots of people do like them, which leads us to the microphone. The microphone is on a 100-degree swivel, so you can see it goes a little up and down like that. And then this. I love these flexible, sort of repositionable things, because the problem with many gaming headsets is that they have these large boom mics that end up sitting right in front of your mouth, when actually the correct positioning for a mouth is more like, or for a microphone, is more like at the corner of your mouth. So this is awesome, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. They've got a demo here where you can talk to each other. So Edsel and I were both plugged in and standing there listening to each other through the headphones, and it is one of the best, actually, for me, it's the best microphone I've heard on a gaming headset. And I guess it bloody well better be if it's going to cost $250 or $300. But then again, with that said, I've heard gaming headphones that cost that much and don't have fantastic microphones. So you can take nothing for granted these days. Let's move on to the ATH-ADG1. So this is the slightly more expensive one. It uses an open back design. Just as a reminder, the difference between a closed back design and an open back design is basically how much people can hear of what you're listening to and how much you can hear of what the people around you are saying or doing. So you've got an aluminum mesh, that's the openness, rather than that plastic cover. And other than that, it's quite similar. Instead of the leather ear cups, we've got cloth ear cups on this model. The same microphone technology, and there's actually something that I missed very briefly there before, and there is a mute button on the inside of the mic right about there. Now, they both are able to plug into your PC natively using a 3.5 millimeter jack, but they also include a nice little handy-dandy USB DAC. The one odd thing about this product is that they're using a 4-pole connector on the 3.5 millimeter jack. I understand why they're doing it. They want to be able to natively plug into a tablet or a smartphone for mobile gaming. In fact, many Ultrabooks are using them these days. But I think some people are going to be a little bit confused when they go to plug this directly into their sound card or their Objective 2 headphone amplifier or other higher-end audio solution on their PC and kind of go, oh, well, why did they do this? Don't worry, though, guys. There are splitter cables where you can take one 4-pole and go out to 2 3-poles, so they're available fairly inexpensively. Thank you guys very much for checking out our coverage of the ATH-ADG1 and the ATH-AG1 Audio Technica gaming headsets. I'm extremely excited about these. I wish I could comment more on the sound quality, but they just have a single demo here running, and I'm in the middle of a crowded show floor, so hopefully we'll be able to bring you guys a review of this sometime in this year. Guys, don't miss any of our CES 2014 coverage. Remember, our trip to the show is powered by NCIX.com, your source for great technology, selection, and service, as well as Corsair Memory and Western Digital. Without those guys, we would not be able to be here bringing you guys these videos.